In a world of raw talent and fierce competition, one name stands above all in the history of amateur boxing: Vasiliy Lomachenko. 396 wins, only one loss, 2 Olympic gold medals, a style that changed boxing forever. But what turned this Ukrainian prodigy into the greatest amateur boxer of all time? Today, we dive into the training philosophy, the mindset, and the father-son bond that created a once-in-a-generation fighter. Lomachenko's amateur legacy. Vasiliy Lomachenko wasn't just a good amateur boxer, he was historic. From age 11, he dominated the amateur scene in Ukraine and then the world. He won 2 Olympic gold medals, one in Beijing 2008 and another in London 2012. He also won world championships in 2009 and 2011. His amateur record? 396 wins and just one loss, which he later avenged. But this wasn't luck or talent alone. His foundation was built differently, and it all started with his father. Anatoly Lomachenko, the mastermind father. Meet Anatoly Lomachenko, the mastermind behind Vasiliy's success. A school teacher, athlete, and later a boxing coach, Anatoly believed that boxing wasn't just a fight. It was a science, a dance, a language of movement. When Vasiliy was just a boy, Anatoly made a decision. He wouldn't allow his son to box until he mastered something else: ballet. That's right. At age 9, Lomachenko was pulled from boxing and put into traditional Ukrainian dance classes. For 4 years, he trained in footwork, balance, coordination, and rhythm, the invisible foundation of every great boxer. That footwork, that timing, it came from the dance floor, not the ring. The training pattern built different. Lomachenko's training was far from ordinary. Here's how Anatoly built a complete fighter. 1. Mind before muscle. Lomachenko trained the brain like a weapon. Memory tests, reflex lights, chess, and problem-solving drills were a regular part of training. The goal? To be calm, smart, and aware under pressure. Always a step ahead. 2. Control of breath and body. Lomachenko regularly trained underwater, holding his breath for 2 to 4 minutes while swimming laps. This improved lung capacity, calmness under stress, and focus in later rounds. 3. Footwork is king. Endless footwork drills, shadow boxing with resistance bands on ankles, sidestepping drills with ropes, jump rope for hours. His in and out movement, angles, and pivots were born from thousands of invisible hours. 4. Limited sparring, maximum precision. Instead of brawling in sparring sessions, Vasiliy focused on technical sparring, improving reflexes, accuracy, and rhythm without unnecessary damage. 5. Unique tools. He used tennis balls tied to strings, headbands with elastic balls for reaction, and rapid punch counters. The goal was simple: be able to land a punch and be gone before the opponent reacts. The mindset of a champion. Most boxers train hard, but Lomachenko trained perfect. He didn't chase wins, he chased flawlessness. Each session, his focus was: how many mistakes did I make? How can I fix them? He watched his own fights obsessively, not to admire, but to improve. He learned patience, never rushing the knockout, always breaking opponents mentally before physically. Key mental principles. Be water in the ring. Outthink before you outfight. Win the mind game first, then the physical. This is why so many of his opponents didn't get knocked out. They quit. They were outclassed so badly that they simply gave up. Why he's the GOAT of amateur boxing. In amateur boxing, the focus is on skill, timing, accuracy, and clean punches. And no one mastered that better than Vasiliy Lomachenko. He was a fighter who treated boxing like art, painting the ring with angles, speed, and brilliance. 396-1. 2 Olympic golds. 2008 Val Barker Trophy winner, best boxer of the Olympics. And all of this before he even turned professional. Lomachenko's greatness wasn't built overnight. It wasn't luck. It was the result of vision, discipline, and a bond between father and son. Anatoly Lomachenko didn't raise a boxer. He raised a thinking warrior. And that's why Vasiliy Lomachenko isn't just the best amateur boxer of all time. He's a symbol of what happens when mastery meets obsession. If you're inspired by Lomachenko's story, drop a like, share it with a fighter friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep boxing stories. Who should we cover next? Let us know in the comments below.